today's video, I'm going to be renovating the BLOXBURG gym. Now, if you didn't know, I have a series on my channel where I renovate all the existing BLOXBURG buildings, and I think we've only got 4 more buildings left, which is just insane. So this is the current BLOXBURG gym. It's definitely a different color palette. Like, I personally wouldn't use like yellow and green. I think this is like my least favorite building in the whole BLOXBURG town because there's really just nothing going on in here. Like, it's very, I don't know why, it's just so eerie. Like, look how creepy this looks. Besides that, there's literally nothing. I'm so excited to renovate this gym. So let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so if you didn't know, I have a BLOXBURG town, but the plot is completely full. So we're gonna have to start from a new plot. Now, this gym is gonna be pretty big and we don't want it taking up the whole plot. So we might just put it over here. I want this gym to feel like a very futuristic modern gym. Also, on a side note, I think my voice is getting like a little bit better. If you didn't know, I'm sick, but it's getting a little bit better, I think. I don't want to jinx it though. So I added these 2 walls sticking out because I want it to look very like modern. So I'm going to be adding a flat roof like this. See, kind of like that, so it comes out. And the original BLOXBURG gym is like concrete. It's like a yellow concrete, and I am definitely not going to be using a yellow concrete. Like, I'll use concrete, just not yellow. As you know, I want all of my renovation buildings to look relatively the same as the original. But you know what, guys? I think the gym is an exception because there's literally nothing going on in the gym. Like, it is completely empty. Now, on the second floor, I want to add like a glass roof. I feel like that would look really cool. And it would also bring in a lot of natural light into the building. Like, some of the rooms are going to be dark, you'll see. I have a few ideas. For the sign, the BLOXBURG gym has like a BLOXBURG gym sign out here, but instead of that, I think I'm just going to do like a neon sign that says gym. We're going to make this out of basic shapes and it is going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, so this is going to be the G. Wait, what does a G look like? G letter. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot what a G looks like. That is just embarrassing. I promise I did not do that. You're seeing things. I didn't do that. Okay, there is the G complete. Oh, wait, it's floating, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Now I just have to do the Y and the M. Okay, there's the Y. I kind of hate it, but it's fine. Looks a little bit funky, but it's okay because we love her either way. So we're just gonna keep it. And the original sign is black, so we're just gonna keep it black. Putting neon lights around things is my favorite activity in BLOXBURG. And also there's gonna be a lot of neon signs in the gym, so get prepared for that. Okay, that's the neon sign all done. So now we'll just add some doors and windows. Okay, now because it is a gym, I'm just gonna use this commercial sliding door. And oh my god, look at that, it just fits perfectly. Okay, now for the windows, I want it to be very big, large windows. So we'll just use these modern windows here and kind of put them so they're like stacking up against each other. Oh, and we'll also have these like banners that say like BLOXBURG gym, welcome. I have to figure out where's going what. So this can be the entryway. All along this side can be like treadmills, and then on this side can be weights. And then for the stairs, because it is going to be 2-story, maybe these modern stairs. So then this way, this can be like a little track field where you can do lunges and that. I also wanted to add a pool, but I feel like we're not going to have enough room. And for the flooring, I'm just going to stick to concrete. And then up here is where I want to put a little like yoga studio. And over here, I want a little cycling studio, like cycling class. Now, the first thing I want to do is the reception desk. So we'll just put like pillars here to kind of separate the reception desk and the rest of the gym. And then we'll just put these basic counters like this. And then to kind of light it up, we'll just use these neon lights around the counter. The fact that this is already better than the gym, and I've already just built the reception area. Okay, and I feel like that's it. I don't really want the gym to be very crowded, so I'm not going to overdo it with like too many furniture items. Oh, and you know what? I know this is super fancy, but we might have like a massive chandelier that's like hanging over the reception desk. Gosh, guys, should we add 2 of them like that? Oh my gosh. Wait, I love that. And now that is what you call an elegant reception desk. Okay, now over here is where I want to put the weights. Okay, now instead of putting windows here, I'm actually going to put mirrors, because if you go to the gym, you know that there's usually mirrors in front of your weights, so you can kind of like check yourself out while you're lifting weights. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll just make like one long mirror like that, and then just to make it that extra bit fancy, just put these neon lights around the mirror. And we also need some carpets at the bottom, because there is usually carpets like underneath your dumbbells and that. Okay, now the expensive part, which is adding all these dumbbells. I don't know how many we're gonna add. Wait, should they face this way or this way? Probably this way, right? They can be black and gold because this is a very fancy gym. gym. Okay, we'll add 3 like that because there'll also be 3 upstairs as well. Back here, I want there to be a bunch of weights. So for me to do this, I'm going to go into storage. We're going to put these horizontal cubby shelving all along here, and then we're going to fill them with weights. Okay, so how I'm going to do this is out of basic shapes. I'm going to add this horizontal cylinder and then resize it so it's like very small. So it's like a little weight. Then we'll add another one, make it very small, but very long this time. And then you can use the transform tool to kind of bring it up in the middle. And there you go. You have your cute little weight. You can color it whichever color you want. Just make them gold. We can have gold weights, okay? There we go. We have our little dumbbell area. That's actually pretty cute. Oh my gosh, guys. And each one costs $7,000. Oh my god, that is so expensive. Okay, you know what? I was gonna put them all along here, but that I would literally waste my money so fast. So I think I'm just gonna do like 3. I feel like that's plenty. And we also need some lights in here because it is a little bit dark. Okay, instead of using these ugly industrial ceiling lamps like this, what I'm gonna do actually, I just came up with a brilliant idea, and you're probably like, oh, Alaska, you're so smart, girly pop. Did I just call myself girly pop? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm gonna make this massive cube, and then I'm gonna put the cube up like this, and then I'm gonna put these lights around it. And I'm actually gonna change these to blue because, again, I wanted it to look like a very futuristic gym. Guys, look how sick that looks. That honestly looks amazing. I would work out here. The thing is though, I didn't want this gym to be too like light. I didn't want it to be too dark either. So I think that's the weights done. Now we can move on to this section, which is like the treadmill section. And it's kind of like the same concept as this. Okay, now instead of putting mirrors here, like I did with the weights, I'm actually going to put TVs instead. I know, fancy, but they usually have TVs in front of the treadmills. So maybe like 1, 2, we'll just add 3. This is definitely the most expensive building I've done so far. So treadmill 1, 2, and then 3. Like that. And you're probably wondering why I'm not adding that many. It's because like the server on BLOXBURG only fits like 12 people. So I feel like that's enough. And there's also going to be like some more upstairs. And for the walls, I'm just sticking to like a dark modern theme. I don't know. I really like it. And now we'll add these same shelving units that we did for the weights. But instead of putting weights in there, we can just add like towels. So we'll just like fill them up with these rolled towels. Okay, there we go. I feel like that's the treadmill area done. So now for this section back here, this is kind of going to be like a massive lane. So if you go to the gym, there's like usually these lunges. It's kind of like that. So where you can do like sprints and like glute exercises. So this will just add a simple carpet like that. Okay, now we have to do like how many meters it is. So I'm just going to line the carpet with these small square beams. There we go. I feel like that's plenty. And then at the end, we can have like a little mirror. Oh my god, look how sick that looks. That actually looks pretty cool. Okay, now these rooms back here are going to be like the locker and the toilet. Or we can make one of them the boxing ring. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to turn this into like a little boxing ring. So to do this, you use basic shapes and then you make a massive cube like this. And then we can just put it like in the corner maybe. And then we'll also need some steps to actually like go into the ring. And then put more neon lights like around the stairs so no one like trips over. We don't want a lawsuit. Okay, now for the fun bit, which is actually making the ring. So we'll need 3 vertical cylinders and you'll pretty much just make it like this and then put it in the corner. And then we get a rope and then we kind of put the rope above this and we put 2 of them, so 2 ropes. So pretty much we'll just copy the entire process around the entire boxing ring. We put a carpet in the middle. Finally, what we do is put these punching bags like in the corner, and there you go, you have like a little boxing ring. I think it's pretty cute. Actually, you know what I feel like this place is missing? Paintings. We need more paintings in here. I feel like every single gym has these big like inspirational posters. Okay, I feel like that is the boxing section all done. So now we just have to move on to the lockers. You know what, they can just be unisex toilets. I can't be bothered to make 2 separate ones. That is just way too much. Okay, so we'll just have like 4 toilets here. Yes, I'll add toilet paper. I always forget to add toilet paper. And then I just cover it like that and then put some doors on. Oh my gosh, guys, is anyone else having this problem? None of my things are loading. Okay, now for the sink, we'll just use this industrial sink and then just put more towels down here. And then instead of overhead lighting the toilets, I'm just going to use these wall lamps like this. Okay, now for the showers and lockers, I'm just going to put these basic shower sets all along the wall. And then to give like some privacy, we'll just put these walls here and then cover it. Here can be the lockers. Oh, we also need towels as well. We need so many things. Okay, so we'll just put these towels up here. We can just stack them. And then for the lockers, this is how I usually build them. Place a simplicity wardrobe like this. And then what I usually do is kind of like outline outline the locker with structural beams. That way it looks more like a locker than a wardrobe. See, there we go, little locker. Okay, so that is the bathroom slash locker area all done. And I think that's actually the whole bottom floor done as well. Okay, so here's the top floor. So I'm gonna put some more lockers back here. Actually, we'll add them on the side so that way we can add some windows, because I just realized we don't have many windows, so we can add like a few back here. Why does it kind of look like a high school right now? Anyway, this is gonna be yoga studio, so we'll work on that first. This is gonna be where the instructor's gonna be. We'll actually put paintings on this wall to make it look more detailed. Okay, and how you make the little yoga mats is by adding these long carpets, and then you put a horizontal cylinder at the end, and then kind of just like resize that as well, and then just make sure it's the same color as the carpet, and there you go, you have a cute little yoga mat. We'll add like 6, I feel like 6 is plenty. Okay, and there we go, we have our little yoga studio. Okay, now over here is where the cycling class is going to be, and I want the cycling class to be like very dark and moody, and for the LED lights we'll make them blue, because I feel like blue is like a typical cycling color, like that, perfect. And then finally we'll just have like a few bikes here, so we might just add like 4. There we go, look how sick that looks insane. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do to make this like that extra bit fancy, because I feel like a cycling room should have lots of like bright lights, so I might just go overboard with these neon lights and just add them like all along the border, up the top and at the bottom. It'll either look really bad or really good, there's no in between. Or the mirror can be like purple. I feel like purple would look pretty cool. Okay, there we go. I think that's it for the cycling class. I love this like futuristic vibe it has going on. It's like very cyberpunk, and I really love the wheels on the bike. Okay, now all I have to do here is copy the weights and the treadmills up to the 2nd floor. But before I do that, there is like this little empty space down here. So I'm thinking maybe like a little sitting area would look kind of cute. So I'll just use these like oval armchairs. I've been obsessed with these designer books lately that BLOXBURG added. They're like the little luxury coffee table books. I'm obsessed with them. So I usually add 2 like that. You know what we should add here just to make it extra fancy? A water fountain. You know what? That is everything. I love it. Oh my gosh, guys. I just realized I forgot to add a computer at the reception desk, so we'll add that there before I forget. Okay, that's it for the bottom floor, so now we'll just have to copy all of this and add it to the 2nd story. Someone in my comment section said I stressed them out because they watch how my money goes low, and I'm probably stressing them out now because I've only got like 55,000 left. Okay, that is the upstairs treadmill done. The only difference between the upstairs and the downstairs is the roof color. So I don't know if I like it like this or like dark like this. I think I'm leading towards dark. I just deleted the floor. I think I'm leading towards dark. I feel like dark looks better. Okay, now all we have left to do is the weight section. Wonder if I'll have money to do this, because I just remembered each weight costs like 7 grand. Okay, we only got 27 grand left. Love that for me. Okay, so the BLOXBURG gym is all complete, but I like this entryway. I think it looks cool. The gym logo is kind of messed up. The M's kind of messed up. We don't talk about that, okay? So coming inside, we have this beautiful reception area. And I mean, look how fancy it looks with like the sun gleaming in here. Like I would definitely work here as a receptionist. It's so pretty. Oh, we also added like another gym logo up the top here. I don't know where to go. It's just so big. There's so many things to see. I guess we can start off with the treadmill area. So here's where I added the treadmills. So pretty much you can use them, and you can also turn on the TV and like watch TV as you're on the treadmill, which is pretty cool. And then coming over here, we have the weight section. Actually, I think the weight section's my favorite bit. You wouldn't think that this little box here costs like 7 grand, but it does. So yes, we have the golden weights here. So you can lift some weights, look at yourself in the mirror. We love it. I don't think I've ever worked out in BLOXBURG, and my avatar is struggling. Coming over here, we have the boxing section. So this is where you can like box, punch your enemies. Also added this like random modern decal that I found. I have no idea what it is. And I love my little idea of adding a boxing ring. You can just box this punching bag. I'm really look at me. I'm going at it. And then here's like the little track field. I don't know really what you would call this. And then here is the lockers. I think this turned out pretty cool as well. All of the toilets obviously just look the same. The only thing I could have done better though is make these like bigger than 1 by 1. There's really like no room at all. And then we have this little sink. And then if we go back here, this is kind of like the locker slash shower area. So you can take a shower, close the door, you know, have your privacy, and then you'll come straight out to the lockers, and then you just have a bunch of towels to choose from. So yeah, pretty cool. And now coming upstairs, oh, I'm so excited. We just have some more lockers, and then over here is the little yoga studio. I think this looks so aesthetic. Of course, I had to add pink LED lights around the border, and I really love this little like yoga mat hack. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, the instructor will be here, and she'll kind of just be teaching the class some yoga moves, just like that. Right across from the yoga studio, we have the cycling class. Now the cycling class is pretty cool. It's a very like futuristic vibe. It's giving like, oh, what's that movie? Blade Runner. It's giving Blade Runner vibes, and I love it. And then coming back here, it's kind of the same concept as downstairs. We just have some more weights, and then over here we have some more treadmills. So yeah, that was me renovating the gym in Bloxburg. I honestly think it turned out pretty nice. It's definitely like my favorite aesthetic. I love like dark modern themes on top of like that cyberpunk aesthetic is really cool. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you want to see me renovate another Bloxburg building, make sure you hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!